So, the Dead of Night collection. After watching all the films, I can honestly say that I'm genuinely surprised by how many gems I managed to find. I thought going into this I'd be watching a lot of crap with a few classics in between, and I guess for the most part I kinda was, but there were a lot of films that actually took me aback by being way better than they should have been. I do wonder though, having been watching so many B-movies and bottom-of-the-barrel films, if I ended up being too lenient on some films that managed to slightly entertain me. But I mean, from this kind of film, there's a certain type of person who can really enjoy something awful or silly just as much as a well-made and thought-out classic, and I'd say I fit into this category. So overall, through these films, I recommended 12 of them, slightly recommended 4, and didn't recommend 8. You know what? That's way more recommendations than I thought I'd give, and I managed to find some enjoyment in 16 of the 24 films. Bearing in mind though that on some of these DVDs the film turned out to be good, but the print was just dreadful, and there were more instances of that than I would have liked, and it severely hinders the collection. But it also adds some level of intrigue, and just makes some of these already bizarre releases even stranger. You'll never know what's coming next. One instant you're watching a perfect copy of a film you never even knew existed, and the next you'll be watching some awful VHS transfer of a film you thought was 10 minutes longer than it actually is. As for the releases, there were 12 films with special features, 11 of which sadly included, or was exclusively, an image gallery. We had 6 instances of filmography spelt incorrectly, and we also had 2 instances of the original logo and 6 of the second logo, with 8 films also featuring the Dead of Night menu. The worst runtime was both Chopping Mall and The Summer of the Massacre, which were both off by 14 minutes. And finally, we had 7 Peters. My top 5 films were, in no particular order, Zombie Holocaust, Zombie Flesh Eaters, Kill Baby Kill, Troll 2, and Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals. My worst 5, again in no particular order, were Massacre at Central High, Alienator, Mausoleum, The Summer of the Massacre, and Night of the Beast, with Massacre at Central High still being one of the worst films I have ever seen. Since starting these reviews, there's still no new information on the company. If though I do find anything out of note in the future, or it turns out I missed a film, I'll make another video. I think the most important point to discuss is whether or not it's worth getting this collection. I think it completely depends on who you are. If you're the sort of person who enjoys the good and the bad and everything in between, and has a deep interest in horror films of all kinds, I think you'd benefit from getting these. There's enough variety and strangeness to keep you interested. If though you've watched these and thought that all the films look shit or subpar, I'd probably say avoid getting them all, but there are definitely a few worth owning. And I think that's everything. It was fun collecting the films and even more fun making these videos, and they actually gave me an excuse to watch them. It was great looking closely at everything this bizarre and mysterious release has to offer. And that's it. Thanks for watching.